Okay, welcome back to the channel. Got a few things going on today. I decided that a couple days ago that I'm going to change the gasket on the primary on the shovel. It was started to drip. I didn't think it was doing that, but it is dripping. So I want to get that changed. It's not a big job to do, but there's some other things that I'm going to take care of while it's on there. I just realized yesterday when I took both the Springer out and the shovel. They both ran beautiful. I finally got the carburetor dialed in, that S&S dialed in on the shovel. That was really idle and rough. I think the fuel air mixture was off a little bit on it. This was running fine. Didn't have any problems with it. No shaking out of the front end. It could have been a low tire pressure too that was causing that. But again, on the Springer, I took the whole front end apart, disassembled it, cleaned everything, and put everything back. I am going to take the Sportster off the lift. I was going to do the shovel just the way it is, but I don't want to work on the ground. It's the whole reason I bought a table. And while it's on the table, I can check the clutch. And then something cropped up yesterday where the neutral light is now on all the time, even if it's in gear. So that happened since I cleaned the motor with that degreaser and watered it down and wiped it down. So I don't know if there's a short or if the switch went bad, but I'm going to check that while it's up there. I've got some new floorboards coming because if you look at these, let me go over here so I don't trip. These have chains around them, and I absolutely hate those. So I don't know if somebody bought these and just welded chains on them. The ones I'm coming are not OEM, but I'm going to try to get these chains off. And I think these actually are OEM, and somebody just welded them on. But I got two new shift pedals that are on there. Of course, I got the new guard here because that burned the shit out of my leg. And the Sportster, I started working on this. I got the petcock out and drained the tank. Now, this petcock here actually is not going to work because I need this style of petcock that has the outlet in the back because it has to fit in between this mount here, and one that's straight down won't fit. So when I took this petcock apart, you can see the amount of dirt and everything that was on the screen. So that's probably one of the reasons why I kept stalling out. So I decided that I'm just going to clean the tank, because if you come over here, I got 2 gallons of white vinegar, and then we got a whole thing of nuts that we're going to throw in there and clean the tank out and get that kind of cleaned up. So it's got a little bit of light rain going on right now, so as soon as that's over with, we'll turn the shovel around, get the Sportster off. Because again, the Sportster is not a high priority to do right now. Probably not going to ride it a whole lot this year, but I do want to get the shovel done. Because of the 19th, I'm going to a bike night. And the shop that's putting on the bike night is the shop that I'm going to talk about doing the lower end on this motor to possibly weld whatever was covered up by that JB weld. So, okay, so the beast is up on the lift. Sportster's down. The Sportster tank isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was rust. I just looked inside with the light. It's got just a few spots that look like rust, but I'm still going to flush it out and clean it with throwing some nuts or aggregate in there or whatever I need to do to clean all that out. But so we got this up. I did test the neutral switch, which is right there. That's the switch right there. So probably be kind of a pain in the ass to change that. I've got to pull this pipe off anyway in order to get the primary cover off, so we'll do a little bit more testing once this is out of the way. Okay, so the gasket came in today for the primary, so we get a few things to take off. We got to take off the muffler. I don't think we'll have to take the pipe off. I think we just have to try to work it up to get it past this lip. We got to take the floorboard off. We got to take the heel toe shifter off. And I think that's it. I'm going to leave the floorboards off because I have some new floorboards coming in. So we'll set that there. We have one more up here. I don't know if I can get that with this. that'll just, oh, that actually comes out pretty easy. So let me stick this down here. I think these came like this. There's a lot of welds on this. Like every link has a weld. So I'm assuming that these were bought like this and weren't made. Could be wrong, but I don't know. Seems more feasible that they were bought like that over being made like that. I think these are all size, but I'm going to lay them out anyway. Oh, no, that one's a little shorter, I think. So this is where it's leaking, is right here. Doesn't look like it's gouged or anything. Chain could stand a little tightening, I think. We're going to check that. But I'll have to get the manual out and we'll check how much this chain needs to be. It might be all right, but I'm going to check it anyway. I mean, looking at this gasket, it looked like it was okay. I don't know why it would be leaking. This gasket actually looks like you could probably reuse it, but I'm not gonna. I don't have as good a gasket as this one. I just have a paper one, but when I redo when everything comes apart, I'll use a gasket like this, but I wasn't gonna spend $50 right now on a gasket that's only gonna be in there a couple months. If it still leaks after this, then I'll just have to, either get the gasket or just live with it, but I'm gonna put sealer on here. All right, we're gonna let that drain for a while, and I gotta check the manual on measuring this chain. Looks like it might be okay. This doesn't look like it's worn. This has definitely been changed, this shoe, adjusting shoe, but I'll have to see what the distance is. This might be okay. Doesn't look too bad. Clutch doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's almost right where it's supposed to be. Like it should maybe out a little bit more, but we'll check that too. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for this part of the video. I want to check that gasket. If I don't have the right gasket, I'll wait a couple of days anyway, but I'm going to clean some of this off in the back, and I'll be back in the next video to finish buttoning this up. We'll put the new floorboards in. I don't think there's anything else coming in other than the floorboards. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.